Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I am going to be showing you how to cook chicken bog. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first off what you want to do is you want to take your chicken breast and put it into a boiling pot of water. And then what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to let it cook for about an hour. So then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to chop up your onions and season them with salt and pepper to your liking. And then you're going to chop up your Hillshire smoked sausage or any kind of sausage that you like. And then so what you're going to want to do is once it's all cut up, you're going to want to put it in a pan that has oil in it. So you're going to go ahead and put that sausage in it. You're going to go ahead and put the onions in it. Put the onions in it first. And it is hot, so you're going to want to be careful. And then you're going to stir it up until they get all crystallized and brown. And this is about a whole onion cut up. It took one onion to make this many. So if you particularly don't like onions, then you can leave them out entirely, or you can only use half of an onion. But the onion just gives it a little bit of a flavor to it. And by the end of it, you won't even realize that there was even any onion in there, because it'll all be cooked out. So you're just going to want to make sure you stir it around until it gets all caramelized or gets brown looking. And you got to keep stirring it. And then if you can tell, it's getting a little bit brown looking. So what I like to do sometimes is I push all of it to the middle and let it just sit there for a minute. Or not really a minute, but just let it sit there. Because what it does is it gets it all compacted in one area, and it cooks all together, and the juices flow without the whole pile. And then you just let it rest there for a minute, and then you'll push it out. And if you notice, it's hotter, and you can hear all the juices. And I like to think that it makes it more caramelized. So what you're going to do is after it's pretty much caramelized, you're going to want to add in your sausage. So here it goes. So you're going to want to stir that around. And so what you're going to do is you're just going to cook it until it's brown. You don't want that sausage to be pink at all. you can see that it's starting to get a little bit brown. But you just want to keep stirring so that the onions do not stick to the bottom. Because if you don't be careful, they will stick to the bottom of your pan. And it'll taste like burnt onions instead of caramelized onions. So you can see, you can't really tell on camera, but the sausage is getting darker, getting browner. Like this piece right here. See? It's gonna caramel. It's about done, but it's not all the way there yet. There we go. Get some light. There. And what our chicken looks like right now is it's just boiling, and it's actually thinning out. It's starting to tear apart, starting to become really tender. And also, if you want to, you can salt and pepper the water. So we're going to add more water in. Alright, so you just keep stirring it. And once your sausage is all nice and brown, you're going to want to take it and you're going to want to transfer it into the pot with your chicken. And by the way, you can choose to put the sausage in there or not, but by putting the sausage in there, into the chicken bog, it'll make it have more of a smoky flavor to it. So you're just going to stir it up a little bit more until you feel that it is ready to go into your pot. And that's what we're going to do right now. So you just pour it all in there. And stir it up. Stir it into it. And so you're just going to put it in there. And you're going to let it rest and just let it cook out. And once it's done, you can put white rice in it or yellow rice, whatever kind of rice you like to eat. But you can just pour the rice right into the pot and let it cook, or you can just leave it like this. You can, if you don't put the rice in it, it can be kind of like a chicken bog soup. It's pretty good, especially if you have a stuffy nose. It'll open it right up for you. But just adding the rice will soak up a lot of this juice. And if you choose to put the rice in, you might want to drain a little bit of it. So we are gonna put white rice into ours. We're actually gonna put white and yellow rice into ours. So for right now, it just needs to cook, and you need to let it sit until you're ready to put the rice in. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to get your rice together. This is a cup of white rice, 1 cup, and this is a cup of yellow rice. So what it's going to look like is it's going to look like this. It's going to look a lot darker, and it's going to be bubbling really fast. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your rice, your cup of rice, and you're going to pour it in. Just pour it all in. And then you're going to take your yellow rice and you're going to pour that in as well. Okay. So then you're going to take your spoon and you're going to stir it up. And then you're going to get some water and you're going to pour it in. And stir it around. And if you notice when you add the water in, it calms it down a little. And the reason why you put the water in is so that you cover up the chicken and it continues to cook. And then once you can't see the rice on the top anymore, then you're going to want to stop stirring. And you're just going to want to let it cook. And you're going to want to let it sit here and cook for about 45 minutes or until your rice is cooked through. So now we're just going to wait and let it cook, and we'll show you what it looks like when it's all done with. Okay, so it's been about 45 minutes, and we just decided to put a lid on top of it to let it simmer a little bit more. So this is what it should look like. As you can tell, there's barely any water in it. You can see the rice. And it's just ready to eat. It should be tender. Your chicken should be cut into pieces. It should be so tender that you can just tear it apart. So I'm going to go ahead and fix some to show you. Here's our delicious sausage and the rice. And here's some chicken pieces. You can shred the chicken if you choose to. It's better that way, but it's just going to be so tender at the end that it'll just be tear apart. But anyway, this is the chicken bog. Hope you enjoyed it, and bye.